Yo. What's good with y'all boys? It's Camper X here, back here with another video for y'all boys. I'm showing y'all the best motion styles in this video. The best motion styles for backhand, 6'7", 6'6", whatever you want to call it, whatever floats your boat. I got the best motion styles for y'all in this video right here. And also, I'm on my new 6'7" with a 90 speed. I ain't gonna lie, y'all boys, this might be the suit. I ain't gonna lie, this might be the suit. Don't call me on it though, but this might be the suit. But let me show y'all the build real quick though. Alright, so look. I got a 73 driving dunk for enough for my eyes up, 85 maybe 75 3 for enough for the takeover, 75 pass sec, 99 steal, you know how that goes. 90 speed, 85 agile, 83 stand, 80 vert, just enough to, do it. The 89 rebound, I want a little off meta for all that, but let's go to the takeover glass gunner. That's like one of the main takeovers I use on this build. Also use pest, I believe. Pest and nuisance are the other two takeovers I use. If I really want to get busy on the defensive part of the court, that's what takeovers I use. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This build tough. I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them ones with this build. Not so many people can use, builds that ain't meta or, somewhat meta. And better work with it. But I'm gonna be showing y'all exactly how I do it. And y'all see it, I got hot box out with the max plus ones. So yeah, I pretty much use this like my new back end. Outside of my 6'6" that I've been using, getting my name out there. But this to build. But let me show y'all the motion style. So for one, the main motion style I like to use is Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith been my main motion style for like 2-3 seasons now. The one I would say after that, like for 6'7" wise, I'm using Kyle Kuzma, Kobe Bryant, Jalen Smith, Jalen Suggs, DeJounte Murray. I also heard a few more like DeMar DeRozan, a couple of other backhands who actually decent at the game. I heard a few, but yeah, that's all the ones for the motion side that I use. But my main one is Jalen Smith, and I use Anthony Lamb on the 6'6". So that's pretty much it for the build though. So y'all see, I got on bet 3. I got all the cap breakers except for the legends. But them cap breakers go dumb. She need 86 per round, which I'm finna go to 87 with the extra cap breaker. 90 speed, they'll do it. I ain't gonna lie, that's 6'6" stats right there. But let me show y'all these clips. Show y'all how the build work. So y'all, for one, the biggest thing about these motion styles are that they give you a lot of fluke steals. If you're a backhand, you gotta get you some fluke steals. That's what separate these backhands from like the okay backhands, the great backhands, the decent backhands. The separation is all the fluke steals and all the lane shits that you get. The big thing about being on a backhand, you gotta be able to shoot. Like to be that separation for your team, to be the extra shooter, it's a huge thing. Like this, I ain't gonna lie, all shots matter from a backhand. All the shots matter. Like you gotta know how to blitz the PG up the court. Also, like with your log, like these, like passes lanes like that, where you can get a quick one. It's huge. Extra possessions always, and like extra stops are always good, no matter what point in the game. Whether you go 30 down, 30, the stop is always gonna be huge. You always in this game, the littlest things can turn into the biggest momentum changers and momentum swingers. So don't give up on defense. Keep playing defense the whole way through. And also, more tips about being the back end, like the reset pass, positioning yourself on a rebound is huge. Like this, make sure you always get a running start if you do not get the box out. Call your bid to come down there, and please make sure you get a running start if you're gonna go for the board. If you're not gonna go, run out to the bid corner, you gotta go get that board. If you're not gonna go to the corner, you gotta get the board. There's just no other way around it. You gotta get that. And one thing for sure, like I said, I'll make sure you always press in the inbound. Like especially if somebody on that team, like the opposing team, get a steal, press them off the inbound, like off the initial steal, because that can be a free steal for you. But just for the most important tip of being a backhand game, y'all my backhands know this. You are the voice of the defense game. Everybody listens to you for defense. You just the anchor of the defense. You the PG of the defense essentially. Everybody know the two hardest positions on the court is backhand and PG. So when you sign up to play backhand, you signing up to be that leader on the court. You gotta know what you want. You gotta know how you want to play. Coming in every game, the defense is on you and your team, and it's on you to make sure that your team get right on the defensive end. So Like when you play backend, that's something you always gotta keep in mind because you know you gotta talk. You cannot be a silent backend. That shit is so bogus. I hate seeing backends who don't talk or like just don't communicate enough with their team. I hate seeing the backends like that because you shouldn't be playing backend if you're not ready to talk. That's the most important position on the court outside of PG, and especially on defense. You have to talk because the way these locks is in this game, I ain't gonna lie, these niggas need their hands held or shit. It's really not even about them needing their hands held, gang. You just gotta being able to communicate as a backend is a very important thing, a very huge important thing. You like probably the most important thing you can have on a backend. People love other like competitive players love a backend that talk. I promise you, you can never go wrong by talking. Like communicating where you did wrong, where they did wrong. That's all that is huge. All that can factor into people who actually want to play the game, and learn how to play D. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That's the end of the video for y'all boys. I just gave y'all some tips and tricks to help y'all on the back end piece if you need it. If y'all feel like I missed any other, like, big points in this video, drop them down in the comments below. But I feel like I pretty much missed up all the main points of being a back end and the best motion styles. So, okay, appreciate it, y'all boys. Hit that like button and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Until the next time.